did figure out how to fix it. In the last game. In the last. That thing.
Riku.
Blitzball.
Okay. Sure. Making sure my mic was still working. Oh, you're about to abandon me. I see. No, check these nuts. Oh, I probably should. But oh, there's a thing over here that I gotta get. It is important. Oh, okay, but I found out, yeah. Silver Void Princess. How are doing? My wife. Princess. Okay, excellent. I actually think that everything else is fine. Excellent. Okay. I just swapped those key bindings around because they were really freaking me up. Because I'm used to the command being at. Eight. You are on vacation, and you've been playing Silent Hill, but you haven't been enjoying it, right? Wrong? I don't know, it's just the vibe that you put off. It doesn't seem like... It seems like you're not that you're not enjoying it, but that you're disappointed. Valid.
Yo. Hiya.
You wanna try
They haven't titillated you.
one more time?
Finally.
Hey,
Things were starting to look up.
That the tension was pretty good. And the ambient design of the boss design of that section was really cool. But then after that, it just kind of put me back in the same place I was before, facing the same enemies.
You know, amateur. Who you play for?
American apes.
Well, that
Well,
sounds,
that sounds kind of lame.
I don't know.
I have pretty high hopes for it.
It's not that it's not good. I don't know.
forget that.
I'm kind of like,
got
there was a
too,
really chilling
close to
scene
sin, and
with
my head's
one of
all
the
foggy,
characters who
So, I don't know
seems
where
to
this
have
place
also been
is.
transported
Or even
into
where I
whatever the
came from.
phenomena is that kind of
Since toxin got to
is
you,
taking over the town and
But
the
you're
fog
still
world
alive.
sort of thing.
praise be to Yemen.
Okay. Really not very Silent Hill at all.
Yeah, there's a group of them, but I don't know if the other ones are really all there. Because there's our main character,
What? You hungry?
and then
Okay, back to the village.
she's
I
got
can get
3
some.
friends. Well, we're down to 2, but 3 friends that were also transported
I felt
into
like
this
I could
fog
trust
world.
this Waka,
But I'm not
so I just had to
entirely
ask.
sure they're really there.
The
The
monsters,
monsters, you mean?
No, her friends.
Do
Do you think she's like hallucinating them?
Well, I don't think she's hallucinating them. I think that, like, the town's manifesting them. Or maybe they're not. Maybe they really are there, but they're just, like, especially one of her friends is acting very peculiar. She had probably one of the most chilling frames in the game so far, and it was just the look on her face. And it was
Okay.
very, it was like very Japanese, like horror, kind of like. She just looked very haunting in that scene, and I don't know if I haven't figured out if her friends are really there, if they're manifesting, if maybe something's happened to her friends and that just hasn't been made clear yet. Like, there's still a lot of questions.
Do you think it's gonna do the typical Silent Hill formula where she's already dead?
That's what I'm wondering. And I'll be a little bit disappointed.
Really,
Really, well, the formula's always worked, right?
No, James isn't already dead. Harry's not
Oh.
already dead.
No, I guess,
No, I guess the Ashley's not either.
Okay.
Okay.
Or not, you're, Heather.
Heather,
I'm thinking Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, you are.
Ashley.
Heather's not dead either. I mean, there are certain endings that can imply that the character's already dead. However, you know, there's also endings where the character, like, it depends on the ending.
I guess that's true.
It's true Xanarkin was destroyed, right? 1,000 years ago? So it's just a big pile of rubble now.
And the section
isn't it?
in the fields was
Long time
really
ago.
good. I'm not, I'm trying not to give any spoilers out. But the section in the fields was really good. The enemy design in that area was really neat.
We love a neat enemy.
And there's some things they do with the scarecrows even before that, where sometimes, and this isn't really a spoiler, like, this is just keep an eye out if you're playing. Sometimes when you kind of look at one of the scarecrows in the fields and then turn away and look back, it'll be gone and they'll move around. And I thought that was really eerie, and that was a cool kind of effect.
Okay. I'm excited to play it, but I can't justify the part, especially with Hellraiser Revival. Not even close to dropping.
Let's
Let's check the date on that real quick.
Nope.
I think the combat is actually pretty good. It's fairly well designed for a Silent Hill game. It kind of reminds me, and this is blasphemous, but it almost reminds me of Homecoming with the dodge system, but it's better executed. The problem is, it really does force you to use the combat a lot, and there's one particular enemy design that I really don't like, because it reminds me of, like, Dark Souls too much. But I really like the enemy design in the last boss fight. I think she was really cool. I like the use of traditional Japanese myths and legends. I think it's really well executed.
It's cute.
I'm in
Been
pining
pining
for
for a good Silent Hill
They
game.
want cities in Spira. Big cities with machina.
or
Or
a
new
one,
one,
even. Like,
Like,
not like the remakes and
and
stuff are
stuff are
cool.
cool.
They definitely are.
Machina do the
And
work.
I am loving them.
And then, well,
I don't know.
Sin came.
But
and
figuring
destroyed
out
the
what's
machina
going on
cities.
in this one
And Zanarkand along with them. Yeah, that was about 1,000 years ago.
And so
It's
this
that's
is
Said, if you ask me, sins are punishment for letting things get out of hand. What gets me though is we gotta suffer
Right.
because of what some goofballs did way back when. Of course, we must always repent for our sins. That's important. It's just that it's hard to keep at it sometimes, you know?
It was just as Riku said. Waka and Riku couldn't both be lying. Why would they?
I mean,
But you from the Zanarkand Daves, that was a good one, huh? Hey, I'm not saying that team never existed, yeah? But you gotta figure, a team living in luxury like that be pretty soft, eh?
I appreciated the fact that Waka was trying to cheer me up. But at that time, all I could think about was everything that happened to me. All this started with Sin. Maybe if I could find Sin one more time, I could go home. For now, I just live life until that time came. No more worrying about where or when I was. Sure, it was hard not to think of home, but I started to feel better already. A little better, maybe.
that is highly likely. I don't think that they've been able to hear you this whole fucking time.
And here I am trying
Oh.
to give a spoiler free.
No, there you are. Yeah, okay. Okay. False alarm.
Spoiler free early review from someone who hasn't finished it yet.
Well, I haven't even started it, so spoiler free for me. Which is muy importante.
I think that it's gonna focus a lot on, because I'm noticing there's a lot of point towards like gender roles and normalities, which makes sense because it takes place in 1960s Japan. So
Yeah, I guess that's true.
and I'm not saying that to be like Japan. No, I mean like takes place in the 1960s. So period, anywhere in the world.
Right.
We're gonna touch this thing.
I'm interested to see where that goes. There is, and this isn't giving a spoiler, because I don't really, there seems to be a motif of not being able to see people's faces, or faces being covered in masks.
Okay.
And I know that there's obviously some symbolism and some deep meaning to that. There is especially a character that you are introduced to at the beginning of the game, the main character's sister, who in particular you so far have not seen her face at all.
That's
That's
kind of chilling.
Yeah, and I'm just... And it seems like a lot of the enemies, like I said, they wear masks, or some of them straight up just don't have faces,
Right.
or their faces are terribly disfigured. And then there was mention... Yeah, I'm not going to get in any further on that because I don't want to...
To mix spoilies?
Yeah, I don't want to make spoiler. I will say though, definitely the in particular, and not just because it's Japanese in a temple, but in particular the shrine sections do give me a very Fatal Frame feel, especially the last one. Because it was
That
this
is fair.
big,
And that's what I'm the most
abandoned,
excited about, I think.
quiet.
Because you keep saying that, and I know that they're taking it as like a bad thing, like, oh, it's like this thing.
No. It's not a bad thing. I really like Fatal Frame. It's a good thing.
I know, but your sibling is complaining that it's technically like, oh, you're just saying
Sibling
it because blah blah
makes
blah.
fun of me because I'm just saying that, but I'm not. Like, you know, as someone who has experienced Fatal Frame and knows what the setting generally looks like
In all forms.
in all forms, yeah, it does give a very Fatal Frame feel.
That's not a bad thing. I think I've always thought that
No.
we need more Fatal Frame-esque games. We simply do.
And I find the upgrade system feels very Fatal Frame in the way. Maybe you won't feel that way, but the way that it works to me when I look at it reminds me of Fatal Frame.
Fuck La Family.
Which it's fine if they pulled inspiration. And I feel like a lot of Japanese horror titles kind of fall under similar tropes. They all kind of have that same feeling.
Right.
It's just Fatal Frame is the easiest form of reference because, you know,
Right.
it's Fatal Frame.
Well, and also it's for at least Western civilization, Fatal Frame was kind of one of our first video game forays into J-horror. Like, we had a totally different idea of what J-horror was.
It definitely, Fatal Frame really was kind of where it kicked off. I mean, you've got other titles like Kuon and fuck, what's the other one? Siren.
But those don't predate Fatal Frame, do they?
I don't know if they, I'm not sure if they predate. I know Kuon's the same kind of era. I mean, they're both kind of from the PS1, PS2 era sort of thing. However, I don't know if they predate. They didn't have the same popularity, I would say.
That's fair.
That's not to say that they're not good. I mean, Kuon is very, very based on Japanese tradition and lore. So that one doesn't necessarily translate as well for Western audiences. And I just didn't like the gameplay in Siren.
Well, it's not even necessarily the gameplay in Siren. Siren was just unreasonably, for no reason, absolutely zero reason. It was just fucking hard. The game was hard.
Yeah. Siren was really hard. It was like almost.
I didn't get far at all. I couldn't get
hard.
the truck started. I couldn't even find the fucking key.
Girl, you're preaching to the choir.
I'm crashing out looking for this shit, and I'm not finding it. It's not happening for me.
And those are just the titles I can think of off the top of my head. I mean, you could also sort of, I guess, you could really include Silent Hill in that in a sense, because the original Team Silent dev team was a Japanese dev team. However, Silent Hill does take place in America.
Well, I was also talking more on the side of what would be traditional, what were
based
nightmares and horror stories when they were kids that they heard about.
Exactly, based more on
lore.
Traditional Japanese folklore.
Yeah, folklore. That's the word.
I do like when that is kind of brought in.
Ju-on was a good one.
Ju-on, the haunted house simulator.
Yes, for the Wii.
I will say, you can talk shit on that as much as you want. That was genuinely fucking. It was scary.
It was,
and
very
I
scary.
would love to. I mean, I have a Wii, but I don't have a motion sensor. It would be easy enough to get, and I think I need a new. I think I need new Wiimotes because I think that the batteries in them,
corroded.
Corroded, and you
that
might be able to
necessarily destroy them.
Yeah,
try some new batteries in them first, but.
And it would be really cool if I could get that if I could get that working again so that I could get some of those. I would love to get Ju-on. I would also love to pick up Silent Hill Shattered Memories.
I don't care what anybody said about that game. It was fucking good.
It was really interesting in concept. It's definitely not a mainline Silent Hill. It's a side what if scenario, but I still think that it's really cool in the the psycho-analyzing thing was kind of fun. It was a really neat mechanic. The way the monsters could look different and Dahlia could look different, and like the way the characters would change based on your answers. I thought that was really neat. Conceptually, I think it's cool. I think a lot of people agree with that, though. Like, I don't think people shit on it too much. I think the Silent Hill games that get shit on the most are Homecoming and Downpour, which justifiably, I mean,
Homecoming was really bad. Homecoming was really bad.
Here's the thing, guiltily, like, it has a few moments where the monster design is really cool. There's a particular boss design that's like the doll, that's like, that one's really neat. But that's really the only one that stands out to me. For the most part, it's kind of shit. But they try, and I will say guilty pleasure. And the monster designs are all really bad in this one. There's no shout out to that, but I did enjoy Downpour. I thought it was fun. I had fun playing it. I guess
that's the one that was on the Wii, right? No, that's Shattered Memories.
Downpour, I think,
was PSP.
Was an Xbox. No, it was an Xbox title.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I remember Homecoming.
PSP is and I haven't played the PS but that you're thinking, I don't know if it's PSP, but there was it was I can't think of it now. It's not oh, fucking PSP. No, Silent Hill Origins. Which also is a little bit shit, but it's still like, it's not as shit as Homecoming. So the thing with Origins is the plot, I to this day cannot tell you what the fuck is going on.
Okay, that's fair.
And that's my problem with Origins, that I'm just like, I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. And they tried to kind of create a Pyramid Head-esque boogeyman that's like, I think he's like the Butcher or something. I can't remember. But I think Travis Grady is a cool protagonist. But again, with that game, I had no fucking idea what was going on the whole damn time. There's this whole like thing about his mother, if I recall. I mean, I will say, since I've played an Origins or like even looked at it, it's probably been, I don't, like 15 years or more.
Right.
It's not one I really returned to. So,
but honestly,
but there's
okay. So I'm not sure why we started sleeping on the PSP. Because I feel like and not like the DS wasn't a good handheld system, because obviously it was. I fucking loved
I love my DS. I still pull it out to play fucking every once in a while to play. What's that Pokemon where they're...
Oh, you're gonna have to be real specific here.
I know, where they're on an island and
Sun and Moon.
Yeah. Sun, I think, is the one that I play.
I played
that Moon, I have,
because you know me, Moon.
But I liked that one. I think it's fun. And I'm not a Pokemon fan. I'll throw that out there for the world to hear. I'm not into Pokemon. I think it's cute. Like, I've sat and played it a little bit, but it's just not historically what I get into.
Wow. Go ahead and tell us how you really feel.
I know. I also am not a big Final Fantasy fan.
Now, okay. I'm gonna have to. We are currently playing Final Fantasy, so I'm.
I know you are. I'm not even watching, but no. Like, but I've spoken on this before. Like, I just.
Wait, did you just tell me you weren't watching?
No, I'm not even watching.
You're a bad moderator.
I'm really bad.
Shame the moderator. Now, I need a shame the moderator emote.
I'm watching.
All my moderators need shamed.
I'm watching somebody go for a peaceful walk in the rain through a beautiful park in British Columbia.
British Columbia.
And it's very peaceful, and I'm just having peacetime. So sorry if I'm having peacetime.
Okay, but what's your excuse for every other time?
That I don't like Final Fantasy. No, I wouldn't say I don't like Final Fantasy. I just can't get into it. It's just not for me.
Well, and I'm
I've
not even
tried.
talking about that. I don't just stream Final Fantasy. What the heck?
I'm
What the heck?
part of your streams a lot of the time.
I'm part of your streams too, and I still manage to moderate the fuck out of your chat.
I'm not a good moderator, okay? Period. Full stop. There's no fucking if, ands, or I don't even moderate my own chat. The
You
bots
don't.
come in.
You're like, oh look, there's a bot. Anyway.
Yeah, if the bots, if you or your wife don't handle the bots, they're just there, and I'm just like,
You're talking
okay.
like I'm a dog.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Here's Wonderwall.
Remember one time I had a bot and Tia was dead in Phasmo, and I was like, Tia, can you get that?
And she sure the fuck didn't.
And you got it! And you were like, oh my god. She wasn't gonna get it on principle when I did that, and I fucking knew it too.
Oh god. And I sat there. I let it sit for a minute too. I'm like, she's gonna grab it.
Because she was dead!
No. Mm-mm.
Because I asked her to.
Out of spite. So, anyway, back on topic. Now that I'm done chastising.
What's our
Silent
topic?
Hill.
Silent
Origins.
titles? Yeah. Origins. Couldn't tell you. I think I've blocked it out. I honest to God think my brain
I
has
blocked out.
it out.
I know that I loved the PSP, and I know that I loved the games on the PSP, but I feel like that whole era of my life where I owned a PSP and really enjoyed it was a fever dream.
Well, the fun thing about Origins is you can get it for PS2.
It was on the PS2, wasn't it?
Yeah, it had a PS2.
I was working at GameStop at the time.
It was made for PSP, like it was supposed to be. This is our PSP title, but
So
it got
do
a
you mean
PS2.
maybe it wasn't? Do you mean like the PS3? Because I don't feel like they ported anything like that to the PS2, or did they?
No, it did. It did. I'm positive it's a PS2.
Positive
And if
it's
I'm
just
wrong,
PS2.
then you can execute me.
I would like to not execute you. I like you. I'm sorely unexecuted. Is how I prefer my embolies. Oh, okay. Wanted to make sure before I turn my shit back on.
Yeah, it's PS2 that you can also get it for.
Okay.
Which, as you know, I have a PS2, and I would love a PS2 copy of it for my collection. Oh, and then there's Silent Hill 4, which I really like, and I have no complaints about, and I think that people hate on it too much, but that's just me.
It's shit on by people who find it trendy and satisfying to shit on things that people like. You can't
I
really
think
do
that-
anything about those people. They simply exist, and that just sucks.
Oh, and it's Henry. Henry? Is that the main character in Silent Hill 4? Yeah, Henry Townsend, I think.
I can't remember.
Because we got, let's see what I could do here. We
Let's see
got,
what she
we
can
got,
do, chat.
yeah, we got Harry Mason, Silent Hill 1, Father of the Year, 10 out of 10. I'm so excited for the remake to see number one dad be a number one dad once again. We got Heather Mason, who is also kind of Alessa Gillespie, but also is. Anyway.
And isn't. Anyway, here's
Yeah.
Wonderwall.
Anyway, we got Henry Townsend. We got fucking Travis Grady. We got Alex Shepard. Oh my god.
Shepard.
I didn't even know I fucking knew that from Homecoming.
You literally pulled that out of thin fucking air. I was sitting here thinking about Homecoming like, oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, Alex Shepard. We got Morphy Pendleton and Downpour.
Downpour was a really fucking good one. I'll
I
die
mean,
on that
Downpour
one.
was kind of shit, but
Well, okay, so
But
here's my
okay.
thing, and this is something that
The
you knew about
monster
me anyway.
design in Downpour sucked. It was so bad all the way through. There is not a single monster design that I'm going to give a shout out to in Downpour, and I fully mean that. But like I said, I have fun playing it. So
Wow, you're gonna be a hater?
yeah, I think they tried to do a really neat concept with it. I think they failed, but I think I admire their attempt. And I just like the gameplay more than Homecoming, and that's why it's higher up on than Homecoming for me.
I mean, that's
And then
okay. That's
Homecoming
fair. That's
also
fair.
committed the cardinal sin of, oh look, Pyramid Head.
Fair.
Which Pyramid Head is only supposed to appear in Silent Hill 2 because Pyramid Head is a manifestation created by James to manifest his own guilt and struggle.
What? Wasn't there a Silent Hill that didn't have Pyramid Head in it? Like 3. He wasn't in.
Pyramid
Oh, yes, he
Head
was.
Pyramid Head, no, was not in 3. Pyramid Head has only appeared in Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill Homecoming, and really, he's only supposed to be in Silent Hill 2. His apparition in Homecoming is purely fan service. Pyramid Head also had no business being in either of the Silent Hill movies. However, shout out to the Silent Hill movies, because even though, I mean, not the second one, but the first one, even though it's kind of shit, the monsters were really well executed. They did a great job with the atmosphere, and it is definitely a guilty pleasure movie for me.
You know what my guilty pleasure movie is?
Porn.
Oh, no, I guess not, because objectively, that's a good movie.
What's your
A
guilty
horror
pleasure?
movie that's bad that I enjoyed.
Over here. Huh? What's up? You do remember the prayer, right?
I
I don't know.
This place, to tell the truth.
Man, that's like the basics of the basics. All right, I'll show you.
Oh, fuck. I'm drawing a blank.
I've definitely liked a lot of bad movies in my time. But I'm pretty easy to please when it comes to movies.
I can't. The thing is I'm even trying to think of bad horror movies that I've watched, but I can't.
Not bad.
Well,
Either
I
I've-
mean, objectively, Killer Clowns from Outer Space is a bad horror movie, but it's great.
Temple Summoner.
That's a comedy for sure. For sure.
You know what, and this is controversial, and people probably don't like when I say this. I
Uh-oh.
think that the Terrifier movies are bad movies.
Ooh. You better shut your mouth.
I'm just telling the truth. I think Art the Clown is a really cool character. I think he's a fun guy. I really like the guy who plays him, David Howard Thornton. I think that he's a cool guy. I think he's a nice dude.
David Howard
Every interaction I see with fans is great. And I think the only thing driving people to watch the Terrifier movies is that Art the Clown is a neat guy. I think plot and substance isn't really there. And I also am not a fan of Damien Leone, who makes the movies. I don't know. There's just something about him I don't like. And the first one I really don't like that much. The second one's okay. Third one I struggled getting into. People say the third one's good, and I just couldn't do it. I didn't even finish it. Maybe I'll try again. But
Maybe you should.
I just don't think they're great movies. I think Art the Clown's a neat guy, and that's
As far as that goes,
as far as that goes.
why can't I pet the kitties? I wish to pet the kitties. Full disclosure, no judgment. I have
Why is
only
Marvel
seen a few scenes of the first Terrifier movie.
Hey, did we know that Marble Hornets has been uploading?
No.
I just saw an upload from 9 hours ago.
Is it like new content? Or are they re-uploading old content?
I think it's new content. Yeah, they started posting new content 4 weeks ago. Rosswood. There's a part 1, there's a part 2, there's a part 3, there's a part 4 and 5, all uploaded within a 4-week span.
Okay,
The newest one 9 hours ago.
So like, is this leak? Are we going
Because
back
I
to?
went to the channel, the last video prior to the one 4 weeks ago was 11 years ago. It was entry number 87. And now we've got this new Rosswood thing, and I don't know what it is, but there's new Marble Hornets, guys. I'm not going to watch it right now, but
Are we continuing the Slenderman story, or?
I don't know.
Because I feel like after part 87, like the way that ended, I don't know.
I think it's a new series. It could be another group of people experiencing like the Slenderman phenomena, maybe, or perhaps it's a new phenomena altogether.
God,
But new Marble
I
Hornets.
remember watching Marble Hornets with my childhood best friend Ari, and one of our mutual friends that I actually met through them, who is no longer with us. And it gives me so much serotonin to revisit and watch these things and love them over again. So the fact that there's literally new content, I know that she would be geeked. And
Literally,
so,
fucking Marble Hornets used to make me so scared.
oh my god, it used to scare the shit out of me. I think that's why I liked it.
I think I was rewatching some of the earlier ones recently. Like not long ago, I was like, I'm gonna recheck out Marble Hornets and just see how that was. And it's kind of silly. But back in the day, I was fucking scared as fuck.
Slenderman used to fuck with me, dude. Like
Well, there was debate that Slenderman was real and all this
for a while
shit.
there, I'm full disclosure, guys. I believed. For a good long while, I believed.
Oh yeah.
I'm gullible.
No, I think we were young. I think we were just kids, so it was easy to believe. It's fun to believe in things.
It is fun to believe in things.
It was then, standing in that place.
Usually.
I think that's why I believe in ghosts and stuff, because I just think it's more fun to believe.
You think it's more fun to believe in ghosts? Just?
Yeah. Like, why not believe in things? You know, be whimsical.
This world was from my own.
Okay, so
And
do
I
you believe
think-
in ghosts?
I believe in ghosts, but I'm also skeptical of a lot of evidence and stuff. It's not that I don't believe they exist, but sometimes I believe that what humans interpret as ghost activity or what is not is people wanting to find evidence versus people actually finding evidence. That's
Okay.
not to say I don't think people have legitimately found evidence. I definitely think they have. But I think a lot of people, especially when ghost hunters are going through, they're looking so hard to find things that they find things even when they're not there.
So you're saying lots of ghost hunters.
And I don't think and I don't necessarily think that they're faking. I don't think that, I mean, obviously there's some ghost hunters that are full of shit and that are faking things for content. We're not gonna pretend that's not a thing. But oftentimes I don't think they're faking. I think they truly believe, but I don't always think that what they think is happening is what's happening. I think there's sometimes an explanation, or I think they're reading too into things.
Okay.
But then there's other times where there's actual evidence and I'm like, no, I believe that I fully think is real. And then sometimes I'm like, no, I think you're reaching. I think
Okay.
you really want there to be a ghost.
Honest opinion time, and I have backed you into a little bit of a corner here.
Yeah.
What are your actual beliefs regarding like the situations and shit that you've witnessed through Discord?
Oh, I heard that voice say bless you. So I don't know. Like,
Okay, but do you think it's like it's a ghost?
um
Do you think we group hallucinated that?
no, I think there's something that said bless you. I don't know if it's a ghost or what, but there's something unexplainable happening.
Okay. And you as far as that
And
night, you saw the blanket move too, right?
yeah. Oh no,
Okay.
I absolutely no, it's not that I think that sometimes people are reaching, but I do think that things happen that we can't explain. And I think sometimes it could be a ghost. I think sometimes it could be other entities. I think that some ghost paranormal occurrences are not malicious, nor are they actively cognizant. I think sometimes the world holds on to memories, and I think sometimes it's residual energy left from memory,
Okay.
if that makes sense. Now, I think there's could be spirits that are sentient, and then I also think that there are some things that just it's like the universe remembers.
Okay.
But I did hear a lady say bless you, and I didn't like that, and I don't like talking about it because it was really scary for me, and I'm sure it was scarier for you because it's your house.
I really bad wanted it to be my wife.
Because we were both like, did you say bless you? No, I thought it was you.
Yeah, while you were sleeping and I sneezed and we thought you said bless you, but you were fucking out cold and it wasn't you, and then that same fucking night the blanket moved right behind me while you were sleeping and Emily synced it.
And again, we just stared at each other, and I tried not to say anything. I was like, if I don't acknowledge it, it didn't happen.
We're talking about spooky shit while she's editing a Phasmo video, so she's
No.
enjoying that.
I think that, and like coming back to Phasmo, some of the things that people, I think that people have picked up genuine EVPs of ghosts, and I've heard some that are fucking chilling. But sometimes people will be like, here, the ghost is saying something here, and all you're hearing is like, you know? And
Yeah.
sometimes I think people are looking for words when they aren't there. And again, like I said, I think there are moments where there's legitimate evidence. But I also think that sometimes people just really want there to be evidence. So they look for it. And I won't say that I'm not guilty of doing that from time to time too, but yeah.
Valid. Ah, I punched my mic. Mic punch.
Mic punch.
I've had a few paranormal experiences
Is something wrong?
in my time.
The summoner hasn't returned from the trial.
I've had a few experiences I can't explain.
There's a room in there called the Cloister of Trials. Beyond is where the apprentice summoner prays.
I remember one year, and I don't have this box anymore, and I don't know if Dad still has them around or not. I've been trying to see if Sam can try to get them for me if they can track them down. But my mom used to have these beautiful dreamer music boxes that had like the little angels on them, and then when you turned it would play the song Beautiful Dreamer.
Come back
And
to me.
yeah, and one of them I had sitting in my room in like high school, or for a long time. I had it sitting in my room on my desk. And there was one night, and it was Christmas time, and it was about midnight, or like midnight Christmas Eve, which switches to Christmas Day, which for anybody who doesn't know, that's my birthday. And the music box went off.
Hmm.
And it freaked me out. But to be honest, what I tell myself is that it was mom wishing me happy birthday.
I was about to say, actually, I think that's kind of
Because it was her music box and it was in my room and it was my birthday and it went off, and I think mom was wishing me happy birthday that year. Because it wasn't that long after her death. It was a couple of years after. And I think she lingered for a little while. And I do think that sometimes spirits linger for a while and move on. I don't think she's still lingering. I think she's moved on, but I definitely felt something for a long time, and I don't just think it was grief, because my grandmother can tell you a story shortly after mom died, before shit got really bad. Without getting into that, Sam was sleeping in the playpen in Grammy's room at the cottage, and Grammy still to this day claims that she saw mom standing over the playpen. There's also a photo, which I think I might have it in a photo album somewhere. I can go look for it, maybe. But it's a photo of me and Amy getting ready to go to mom's funeral, and on Amy's chest is an orb that we cannot explain.
So do you think maybe that was just your ma?
I do. I do. To this day, I still feel that way. There was also another photo, which I don't think we still have, because, you know, this is before we really got to into digital cameras. So a lot of these pictures, some of them don't exist anymore. But there was another photo at the cottage where it almost looks like the moon, but it's too low, and it's like there where we have like another orb. And there's a photo from one of my middle school performances where we see something that looks a little weird.
I love that.
Yeah.
I actually, very sadly, don't really have any like memorable photos of my childhood in terms of like people I lost and what have you.
Not all families are picture takers, though. Like, I come from a picture taker family.
That is fair. I am I'm a picture taker.
I'm not personally a picture taker, but my family is a family of picture takers.
I am.
Gotten into you. Hey, it's okay. Only summoners, apprentice summoners, and their guardians can enter here.
Hey babe, do you want to snack?
Situation, very important.
Boop.
So what about you?
Let us snack.
Me? I'm a guardian.
A guardian?
And I have a couple, even before mom died, there was one time, and I cannot explain what I saw, but I saw it. We were walking on the trails out in Hampton, where I grew up. And there was kind of like a trail. It didn't cross. Like, if you crossed the trail, you'd walk into a field. And I'm telling you, I watched a man walk across the trail to walk into the field, and I turned to mom and I turned back and he was gone.
What are you doing here? Didn't think we'd be able to handle it.
And I had a weird feeling. I had a really weird feeling about I felt weird about it when I was a kid. I was like, something's wrong here. And I told my mom, and she didn't believe and I don't know if she didn't believe I saw someone, but like, if there was no sound, and you would have heard him walking, Like it was dead. There was no sound of his footprints, but I watched a man walk across and disappear. And I still think about it because I never could explain it.
Sorry, guys.
And then
I fucked up. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Continue.
there was another instance where I saw somebody, and again, I never had a weird experience at my grandparents' house growing up. Never did I have any paranormal experience there. I mean, we've had some paranormal experiences at the cottage because the cottage is 100% haunted.
Yeah?
But nothing, not by anything evil, not by anything malicious, just there's hauntings. And we've just accepted that and we're cool with it. And there's nothing there that's ever made me feel afraid or unsafe, so I'm not worried about it. But I was at my grandparents' house as a kid, sitting in their basement, and I swear to you that I saw a little girl sitting on the stairs.
Go ahead. So my wife was breathing funny.
Oh,
You went down the stairs?
no, I was sitting in their basement, and I swear to God, for just a second, I saw like a little girl dressed in like old timey, like loyalist era clothes, because we live in the loyalist city, sitting on the stairs just for a second, and then she was gone.
Okay.
And and I saw it clear enough that I remember it. But I don't know what it was, and I never remember feeling any kind. They were like, I don't ever remember there being any paranormal experiences there. Other than that, there was no like belief that it was haunted. It was just I saw that one day.
Okay. Huh. And was it reminiscent of like any old family photos that you've seen, like maybe of your older family members?
No, didn't look like it. She was just there, and then she wasn't.
Was that cottage always your family's?
No, it wasn't at the cottage. It was at their house in the city.
Was that always their house? Like, has that been in the family? Or
No.
do they know anything
Nope.
about who they bought it from?
Nope. And they don't own that house anymore either. Like it's
Did they move out of it because of all the creepy happenings, or did just like better
no,
things
there was
happen?
never any creepy happenings in the house. That's the thing. There weren't creepy happenings. I just saw a little girl one time.
Just the one?
Just the once. But it was vivid and so clear, and I still remember it. So maybe I had hallucinations as a child, or I saw something like slip through.
So the hallucination thing would only really work, I think, if like you saw it multiple times. Maybe even in different places, like the same girl.
And I saw her once, and the weird thing about it is it was right after they put down their cat.
Okay. So what's the insinuation there?
I have no insinuation. I have no answer for it. Maggie was old. She was an old arthritic cat. She got sick. They put her down. And then it was like right after they put her down and I stayed at their house, I saw a little girl sitting on the stairs.
And so, did they always have Maggie?
Yeah. Yeah, she was an old cat. It was always their cat.
And the next question is, did she like the basement?
So what he meant?
Maggie was a mean old cat. I don't know what she liked. She used to sit on my lap and I'd be so damn scared I wouldn't move.
Okay. So do you think this
She never, but
like
everybody
Maggie, or
said
maybe
she was a
somebody
mean old cat. And she was mean to other people, but I don't ever remember her being mean to me. But it was enough, like, I was still nervous when but she didn't sit on anyone else's lap.
Like
But
not
that's
even your
always been,
grandparent?
no. But that's always been me with animals. I feel like it just happens.
Fur.
Yeah. And her meow
Oh, God.
was
Thank you.
very distinct because she was an old cat. She had this, like, she would stand in the hallway and it would echo and she would go, "Meow."
Oh, I love old lady kitty meows.
And I'm telling the way that I can tell you, I used to think, and I don't think I really heard it. I think that I was imagining it because she had such a distinct meow. I used to think I heard it after she died. Now that I don't think is a paranormal occurrence. I think that I just like imagined that.
I think it could be like a lucid dreaming situation. Almost.
No, I just think I imagined it. I just think that I had a vivid imagination as a kid.
Okay, that's
Just
fair.
like how when I used to be left alone at my house, and this again, I don't think this was ever actually a thing that happened. When I used to be alone in my house that I grew up in, I used to think that I would hear people like angrily yelling my name, and I would hear it vividly. And I used to, I think, and this is getting a little deep, so y'all deep cut. I think that I was just so traumatized as a kid that I did sometimes experience auditory hallucinations just because of my anxiety.
Okay. I don't think I ever like. I mean, other than like living here, I can't really remember any distinct.
Girl, that was not a hallucination. A woman's voice said, "Bless you."
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, other than that,
No,
I
no, I'm
can't.
talking the ones that I kind of knew they were like I knew that they weren't happening, but I was like I would still like hear it and it would make me flinch. But it was like it
That's
was
fair.
just like yeah. And I don't know if anxiety causes auditory hallucination.
No time for lunch yet.
If what, baby?
Take a
Yeah.
nap. You look bushed.
No, seems fine, my love.
But the cottage, my Grampy, my Ginky, as we call him,
You could at least try to
before they purchased the cottage, this is a story that I've heard many times, used to have night terrors. And he would have these dreams that he was walking through this old, like, homestead house. And he'd go up the stairs, he'd go through the whole house, and he'd get to the bottom of the stairs. And there would just be a woman standing at the bottom of the stairs watching him. And he would wake up in a cold sweat at night screaming. Not only can he tell us about these dreams and tell this story, but Grammy can, like, attest to this happened. And at that time they had a campsite on a campground on the lake that the cottage is now at, but not in the same spot that we are. And they had a boat, and one day they were out on the boat and Genki saw this property that was for sale at this place called Appleby Point, which is really funny because my last name's Appleby.
Or is it?
So where is it?
Yes. Continue. It's
I don't care if they know my last name.
anyway. Moving on.
What am I gonna do? Get doxxed? I'm not cool enough to be doxxed. Anyway, they get there and the place that was for sale is not the place Ginky had the dreams about. However, they were selling the land next door. And so Ginky went to talk to the family, and as soon as he saw the house, he was like, "Oh my god, this is the house I've been dreaming about." And when he went in the house, and he even they gave him a tour, and he walked around, and he says he even kind of freaked out the lady that he was buying the house from, because he was like able to tell her where things were without her having to say anything. And anyway, he ended up buying the property next door, which is now where they live and has now become the cottage. And after he bought the property, the dreams stopped.
Really?
Yeah.
Jinx, Necro Cat. Hello. That kind of blows my mind a little bit.
So whatever kind of, there was a force that brought us there. And,
That
you
house
know,
was meant to be your family's.
that property was meant to be ours, and built the house there. They built the cottage from the ground up. It started off small. Now it's like, a full house, and there's the bunkie in the back, and we got a really good setup there now. But yeah,
Wasn't always
it
so
was
grand.
it was like it was like we were summoned there. It's really weird. And I will tell you, it is the place that I feel the most. I feel at home when I'm there.
Have you ever considered like moving out there, or have they ever offered that to you?
Nah, I don't drive, so it'd be way too far out.
Well, you work from home though.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna move in with them out there, and I can't afford property out there.
Mm.
Plus, it would be really isolating.
That is valid. Especially considering you're kind of used to living in a big, like, close together
Exactly.
community.
I'm used to being close to people. So I don't, but I do. It does feel like home. It's the safest place. I feel safe walking around at night there. I don't feel too afraid or freaked out. And even Amy will be worried about animals. I'm not worried there. I don't know why. I'm just not.
Well, realistically,
I mean, every once in a while I get spooked at night, but so does everybody. So
well, and
that's not.
most of these animals that are out in the wild, they don't want beef.
No, they'll be more scared of me than I am of them. I'm not that worried.
This is my comfort game. 100,000% Jinx. I love this game. I played it probably about 100,000 times myself, and I will probably play it 100,000 times more. Oh, that's fair. Gang, I suppose. So, like, you said the cottage is definitely haunted. Is the bunkie?
I think that whole property's haunted now. I've never experienced anything in the bunkie per se, but Mom used to have ghost stories. She tells a story that she woke up and there was a woman standing over her in her room, and she always claimed that it was true. She had a few more. I can't think of them off the top of my head, but Amy's got some, but she doesn't like to talk about it because it scares her.
Oh, see, those are the ones I want to hear.
But me, I'm just like really fascinated by it, and like I said, our family was drawn there. There's never been a sense of anything feeling unsafe. Whatever spirits are there, whatever energy is there that lingers is not dangerous.
Sometimes I wish that these things could like communicate.
Amy said this to me, and I don't know if this is true. When I was a kid, I remember the back door at the cottage used to creak open a lot, and it would spook me. And I would say I was scared, and my grandparents would always be like, "Oh, it's just because the hinges are like well oiled, so the door sometimes opens." And I brought that up to Amy one day, and she's like, "Yeah, that's just what we told you." And maybe she just said that to spook me.
Well, that would have spooked a grown ass woman. You feel?
Yeah. And she was like, "That's just what we told you." Oh. Mom used to have a story too, because her grandparents growing up also had a trailer up at the cottage. Because Genki bought the property, built the cottage, and then the grandparents, the in-laws came and put a trailer up there, and she was sitting in the trailer, and she said they had these kittens, and all of a sudden the kittens went to the screen door and started hissing. And she used to tell that story. And it could have been an animal outside, it could have been anything, but she used to always attest that it was paranormal. It because whatever, it spooked her. But I think it was probably an animal, to be honest. I'm not. I don't inherently think that that is a paranormal story.
Well, what, like, what casts
I have no other
doubt?
information on that story. Well,
So
because
that's what cast out is a lack of information.
Yeah, all I have is that version of the story that my mother told years ago. Like that's all I know about it, is that the kittens went to the door and started hissing, and she thought that it was paranormal. But to me, that could be an animal. That's kind of just such an easily explainable occurrence that it's hard for me to just go, yep, paranormal. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, they didn't investigate?
What?
Like, nothing about it made them want to, like, go out and maybe check the property and make sure that it wasn't, like, an animal? Like a raccoon?
Well, I mean, Mom was a kid, so...
Oh, yeah, well, I guess that's fair.
What's she gonna do? And by the time the adults come back, there's no... Kittens aren't hissing, she's not worried about it, so... That's all there is to that story. There's no more. And so I don't know if I necessarily think anything's up with that or not. I don't really think it is. I think that there was an animal, they heard a noise. I mean, you know how little baby animals are. One kitten hissed and the others probably just joined in.
Yeah.
Maybe they saw a leaf outside that freaked them out, so the kitten hissed at it, and the others were like, oh, we're hissing now?
I am fearful. You are fearful. We are fearful.
So it's just like, you know.
I can only use
one of those things.
there once, eh? No, that's where I got it from.
And again, that's an example. Like, I've told stories where I think that there are truly ghosts at the cottage, followed by a story where I think that maybe somebody exaggerated things. So, like, it's not that I don't believe there's ghosts, it's that sometimes I think people see things where there isn't anything to see.
That is true. That is true. Oftentimes, my eyes do play tricks upon me.
Your eyes, your mind, your ears.
I am definitely gonna try to get all 7 summons. I'm gonna try. I also want to try to get all of these celestial weapons, comma butt. Yeah, no, it's... Yeah. Sometimes these stories are like, they're too descriptive to have come from the mind of a child. But sometimes, you know, Bella do be telling, she be telling some creepy stories sometimes.
I sometimes think that kids just be saying shit.
They do. I know I did. That's the one that's gonna stop me from doing it. What we were talking about last night with the celestial weapons, how I probably won't get Lulu's. It's so tedious, dude. They used to spend hours. I don't hate you enough. Oh, fuck off.
Fuck off.
Fuck off.
Me? I'm a guardian.
Oh no.
A guardian?
I've never pulled it off.
Summoners
Never.
go on a pilgrimage to pray at every temple in Spira. Guardians protect them.
My love, might I pester you? A drink.
Who's in there now?
Shouty, what you
One of
think?
them's got a sure fuse, and who knows what the other's thinking.
Water, I suppose. That's all I got.
Well, now that we come this far,
Yeah. Because I don't know where my
might as well go all the way.
bottle is. I think I trashed it. I'm smart like that.
What are you doing here? Didn't think.
No, it's See, I told you she gets mad easy.
She's fine as hell. Getting the sisters is a bit of a pain, but I can definitely do it. And I can do it because of
You.
my obsession with completing the spirit grid. Now, I didn't do the expert spirit grid this time. I'm going to save that for the next playthrough. This playthrough is just going to be standard spirit grid. And here comes my baby. Ew, what are you numbing on? Is it ice cream?
Oreo ice cream thing.
I love ice cream.
I chewed all the chocolate off it.
There's no other way to eat
I do it
like
layers.
that.
I do the chocolate first.
Thank you, my love. I don't like that, but I did notice it. I've become a summoner. Goodbye, life. Her little lightning bolt one?
Man,
Yeah.
was I surprised. And here I was thinking summoners were all old geezers.
But this one's actually fine as fuck. Okay. Giant hydratinator. My giant hydratinator. He's mad at me. Oh. Before leaving, head to the item shop. I got it.
What? Ow! Wait till you see this.
This used to be one of my favorite scenes in the whole game.
Ready?
Okay.
Oh. Kitty bird.
I had never seen anything like it in my life. Sure, it was a little scary, but still, I could feel a strange kind of gentleness coming from it.
actually.
We're going all OG names this playthrough.
I remember that night we
We're
talked
keeping it
for the
Obel
first
G.
time. I didn't know it then, but after that night,
Everything
changed
changed
for everyone.
for me.
Let me introduce you to the team. This guy here wants into the tournament so bad, I let him on the team. His memory's a little fuzzy, so
Yeah,
don't mind
200
if he
in a
says
row.
anything odd. Come on, say hi.
It's a lot. I also get frustrated chasing the butterflies in Macalania.
So what's our goal?
To do our best! Nope, we got a new goal now. Our new goal is victory! To win every match, defeat every opposing team, to bring the Crystal Cup back to our island. That's all we need to do to win. Easy, huh?
Correct, gentlemen. Motherfucking victory. Stay away from the summoner.
Stay away from the summoner!
You're
You're a bad man!
a bad man.
Lady Yuna, be careful.
But it was really my fault to begin with. I'm Yuna. Thank you so much for your help earlier.
Huh? I'm
Real.
sorry about that. Wasn't I not supposed to? Guess I kind of overreacted.
Oh no, I was overconfident.
I saw that Aeon thing. That's amazing.
Really? Do you think I can become High Summoner? Lady Yuna, come play with me some more. So, tomorrow then.
Tomorrow?
We're going on the same boat,
Wah.
aren't we?
Oh, really?
We can talk more.
Huh.
See, dude, even your fucking phone is sick of it.
You can tell me all about Xanarkand.
Pushing buttons.
You got no ideas.
No promises there, big guy. Hey, but what if she, comes on to me?
Gross.
That's not going to happen. If you get tired, let me know. I had a bed made for you.
I get to pee.
Summoner!
Stay away from the summoner. I just want to go to the item shop. Yeah, take me bed.
Sleep tight.
Don't tell me what to do. You're not my dad. Okay, so guilty pleasure Final Fantasy. My guilty pleasure Final Fantasy. It's 10,000% without a doubt. Final Fantasy 10 2. And she doesn't like Titus. He's a Cloud clone, and she only likes Cloud when he's Cloud. Oh, well, nope.
Where's that boat?
Everyone will find us if it doesn't come soon.
You really sure this is okay?
Would you take me to Xanarkand? Hey! You said you'd go with me!
Uh-oh.
Oh, hey,
I thought Waka told you not to get any ideas. He did? Yeah, so you're coming with me.
Hey, stop dreaming!
You You can't even catch a ball. Oh, what's the matter? Gonna cry again? Cry, cry. That's the only thing you're good for. Huh? What'd you say?
You have to speak loudly. I hate you!
Huh?
That's the spirit. You can do it.
I hate you!
He's dead, okay? Dead.
I have once upon a dream.
Like Chapu. I was surprised too, the first time I saw him. No
Perhaps.
matter what he looks like, he isn't Chapu. You shouldn't have brought him here in the first place.
Yeah, but he needed our help.
Excuses again?
Yeah, but...
Damn, she's fine.
That's it. No more. Enough, Waka.
I love the jingle jingle of her dress as she stomps away. Dude, he absolutely looks nothing like Chapu. That was one thing about this game that always perplexed the fuck out of me because Tidus does not look like Chapu.
So, who's Chapu?
My little brother, Chapu,
Chapu.
like you.
He's dead?
Chapu looked like you.
He was with the Crusaders when they fought Sin
I thought the
last year.
pista. I pista louder. Pista.
I first heard on the day of the tournament.
Oh, so that's why.
So it's supposed to be kind of chilly
I
tomorrow.
became a guardian to fight Sin, yeah?
Revenge then?
That was the idea.
What if
I'm more
instead
worried about
of
a stupid game now than avenging my brother. Well, after the next
McDonald's,
tournament, I'll be a guardian full time.
we make dinner?
I know it kind of looks like I'm using you, but I'm not.
Well, it's gonna
Don't
be
worry.
kind of chilly.
I mean, I owe you a lot.
You know what's really good? It's chilly out.
Really help me out, you know? What I mean is, thanks, Waka.
Want
Stop.
the soup?
You're embarrassing me.
You want the soup? My wife wants soup. Soup. Would you please say what I think you're gonna say? Soup. Soup. I want soup. We're gonna have to go to Evansburg for whatever dinner we got anyway.
Hey, sleepyhead. Something I want to give you.
Whoa!
Yeah, use it.
I loved Brotherhood. It was my favorite sword.
That's the sword
Farkla
you gave Chapu.
Well, he never used it. Where's Yuna?
We're taking the same boat as Yuna, right? Why do we gotta wait here?
Yuna came to this village 10 years ago.
When the last calm started.
The calm?
La
Since
calme.
then, she's been like a little sister to me and Lulu. But she had the talent. She became an apprentice. Now, today, she leaves as a summoner.
Lulu's
This is
fucking
a
dress,
sad
dude.
journey. We should leave together.
I would love it.
You really don't need all that luggage. They're not really my things. They're gifts for the temples we're to visit.
This isn't a vacation, Yuna.
I guess you're right.
Okay, off we go.
Somebody will grab it. Alright, so we gotta go into the item store. So she will tell me that her dog has found something. Leave. And the loom hut. The dog. All right. The SS Leaky. You're very leaky. Leaky. Kevin. Very leaky.
Here comes one now. Hey, why don't you try?
Say less, my friend. A kapow.
Not too
I
shabby.
hate to,
Put him pretty well. Might
Oh,
make
yeah,
him a
you can.
guardian someday.
And I hate to inform you all.
A flyer. My kind of customer.
We have reached a portion in the game in which I do lots of grinding. So we're gonna be yapping and grinding and grinding and yapping. One thing that always really frustrated me about, I think that was actually conditional. About the sphere grid is that it never did, which of course, I guess at the time of the sphere grid,
That looks like trouble.
we didn't have the Crystarium to compare it to. But if you obtained, always hated how if you obtained sphere levels when a certain person wasn't in the party, when that person came into the party, you wouldn't just get all the extra sphere levels that you earned. You would have to grind that person specifically. Whereas, like, in the Crystarium, when you gain CP to level it up, you gain it for everybody. I really lamented not having that in the sphere grid. Like, it spoiled the shit out. I didn't realize how good we had it with 13. I did a lot of bitching about 13. I didn't realize how good I had it.
This one here is a water fiend, which means
Awakening. Blah. A kapow. Zap. Bum, bum, bum. Zap, 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 zap. All right, now perhaps is there maybe? Are we triggering another battle? For chance? Am I gonna regret having not done this? Not having Yuna in the party? You're just gonna keep doodling. We're gonna doodle on head. Oh. About to leave work. Will lurk till I have to leave. Sounds good. You're about to leave work. It's like 4 p.m. Yikesy wikesy.
Let's get going, man.
I'm over here fucking yawning my ass off and you're just getting off work. I'm being rude.
You ready?
What's going on?
Everybody seems real bummed out about something.
It's an ancient custom. People leaving the island pray here for a safe trip. do it.
Amberlam, what you got in there? Amberlam, what you got right there? Amberlam,
No.
what you eating?
I got nothing.
You got something good?
Yeah.
Got a snack? Oh, you got a snack. You got
Yeah.
a sneaky little snack.
Snilo. Snack.
Sneaky little snack.
Little snack.
Sneaky little snack. Sneaky snack. Alright, that's the way it wants me to go. So what if I don't go that way? What if I go this way? You know, this is the way I came from. What if
One
I
wrong
go
move.
this
Go
way?
Butts all over myself.
What?
I've found a place for my ashtray.
Okay.
But if I move, I'm spilling the contents of it all over myself.
Don't do that. Kimblari. He's about to beat my ass.
Oh, you know what? Got a good patient channel.
Okay.
Don't
So,
wanna close
general
my eyes.
consensus of this game
Don't
is
wanna
that
sleep.
Kimari is the least useful character.
That's enough.
'Cause I miss you, babe.
Does anyone
And I
else
don't
disagree? Because I hugely
say-
disagree.
What's with that guy?
Kimari Ronso, of the Ronso tribe. He's learned the fiend's way of fighting.
That's not what I meant.
He's another Yuna's guardians.
Huh?
Sometimes we don't understand him either. He doesn't talk much anyway.
Mm.
But he has protected me since I was a child.
Huh.
Children. I gotta grind.
I
cannot.
gotta grow.
What did you say?
Gotta have that grind. Da 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 da. Na na na.
I feel like doing this every time is a mistake. A mistake. I feel like perhaps it's a mistake. See? How do I fucking get up there? See? I suppose I can right now, can't I? Helika and Beaconel blank at blank. Okay, well, I don't know what that means. There's only one good overdrive that he can learn that is any good that doesn't kill it. So you stand on the of all the characters in Final Fantasy X, Kimari is the one of least value. Where I learn about Kimari's fun stuff.
A flyer. That's your.
True, true. Why don't we let our summoner show us?
If I would
Please.
This is the first real battle.
Show us what you're training.
Okay.
Okay. Bye. Be safe on your way home. Babe. You played 10, right?
Yeah.
Do you stand with the Kamaris? Oh, God.
Of all the
Take that. There are pretty fun critters in this game.
I'm a little critter.
I'm also a little critter.
I crawl around like a creature.
Another one of those. No problem. Leave this. Say good night.
You'd be like, say good night, Birdie, and then just blind it. On it? Boom. Oh, shit. I did that too quick. Ooh, Waka.
Waka waka, eh.
I knew you was gonna do that.
Were you waiting for it?
I was waiting. Like, oh boy. Gonna trigger it.
You're like, I've said a forbidden word.
She's gonna move. Well. Yes. Why? Oh yeah. You can hide it. It shouldn't. May I have a toothpick thing? Open. I'm trying to get. Yeah.
It's just
You're not singing love sonnets at me.
I'm not gonna write you a love song.
Alright. Oh. Over there on your desk, you. Ow. Ow. I would like to grind the spirit a little bit.
Da, 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 da.
I'll handle. Need a good jolt?
Yeah, well, he was faster than. What do you want from it? I had to do something.
I want a chicken nugget.
A chicken and nugget.
I would like to. You make me chicken nuggets.
I'm airing, sir. Come on, help me. If I were there, I would make you chicken nuggets. But I'm not there, ergo I cannot make you chicken nuggets. I am ready for bed. And
Piece of cake.
save point.
Piece of cake. It's over.
This will be really confusing tomorrow. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Beninging.
Beninging.